Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of Down the Pipeline. Today we've got news from Wizards of the Coast as well as Dead Gentleman Productions. But first, a slight note. I know there was no Wednesday video. I got a little bit caught up with stuff. My computer was giving me issues when I was free to do stuff. And so that's why there was no Wednesday video. But next week we'll be back with the Wednesday video as well as the Friday one. But back to what new things have come out this week. So today I decided to focus a little bit less on Kickstarter, just Kickstarters that I found, and actually bring, information of things that were bigger somewhat to y'all. So it's only two things today. The first is the pre-release of the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual for 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast, pre-released today, the 19th, at a select set of stores. Now, this is the pre-release because this is where you can buy it in retail stores and they can get around the discount that Amazon will give. Because in a store, the Monster Manual and Player's Handbook and all that is and will be $50. Amazon, you wait 1 week longer, but you get it for $30. So, and actually, to my understanding, this is the second release of the Monster Manual that Wizard of the Coast has done. I have seen people post videos of other like reviews of the Monster Manual or looks through it or flip throughs or whatever. And my understanding is that like 200 some people got the Monster Manual beforehand and like a month before everyone else. And then there's the store release. And then next Friday is the release to everyone else who pre-ordered or buys on Amazon like myself. Because I'm cheap. But actually it looks really cool. The Player's Handbook actually had monsters in it, which was really nice. So that you didn't necessarily have to, make up your own stats or, be lucky enough to have found, like, to still have your bestiary from the playtest. So there was some there, and they kind of give you a little bit of a hint of what was to come. And then they actually released an excerpt of the Kobold on Wizards of the Coast site, which gives you more look at it and some new mechanics and some new ideas and directions they're going. Most notably is the, going back to where your stereotypical grunt monsters, or grunts, they have, single digit hit points, can be killed with a single swing of a sword, but they can still be threatening. In this case, the Kobold has something called Pack Tactics, which is a plus. It's advantage on your attack if you have another Kobold within 5 feet, which is really cool. Just to begin to make it so that those low-level monsters in hordes can actually still pose a threat. So I think that's really cool. And the other release, what I feel is a big release, is the beginning of the Kickstarter for Dead Gentleman's second role-playing book for Demon Hunter, which, if you don't know Dead Gentleman, they did the Gamers 1, the Gamers 2 Darkness Rising, the Gamers 3 Hand of Fate, Humans and Households, which just started, Demon Hunter, which is what this game is based off. It's the second edition, by the way. And they've done a plethora of just really good movies, shows, short series, and a lot of them have revolved around gaming and the culture of it. And they're really good. They're really funny. So if you haven't seen them, I strongly encourage you to check them out. You can find them on YouTube through their channel, actually, I believe. And so, yeah, they've done a ton of stuff, and it's all really good. And a while back, they released the Demon Hunter role-playing game through Margaret Weiss Publishing. And it was met with some success, some not. It was it really, it released, and that was the end of it. Like, no one ever heard it. I don't even think there were source books put out for it, but don't quote me on that one. But this one uses the Fate system and is, designed to be really quick, really cinematic, and just really fun. And the Kickstarter looks really great. And as of today, which is day 2 for them, they have 60%, 66% of their goal. They're like 20,000, 80, 30,000. So I strongly encourage you to check that out and check out the media that they have. Um, it's phenomenal. Demon Hunter is, by the way, is um, all the folk tales, all the stories are true. There's vampires. It has that World of Darkness esque element to it in that sense of all those things are true. But this does it in a very different direction where you take on the role of these hunters in these societies and you hunt them. As the name implies, demon hunter. And there's a lot of support for it. There's actually two feature length films that they've released, and they're actually both online on their channel on YouTube to just watch for free. So, yeah, I know it's a short video, but those two are what I thought were the biggest things that came out and were happening that needed to be shared. And I'll leave links down to the Kickstarter below and uh, and a link to the Monster Manual on Amazon if you so choose to go and partake of it. But leave your comments down below on your thoughts about what was said, or if there's any other releases that you found that were really interesting this week. Leave them in links down below, and I'll either talk about them next week or at least other people will be informed about them. So until next time.